Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here today. I'm excited to introduce our presentation on AI-based risk assessment in pharmaceutical data review. My name is Dr. S.K. Singh, and I hold a PhD in this field. Today, we'll explore how artificial intelligence is transforming the way we assess risks in pharmaceutical data, making processes more efficient and accurate. We'll touch on key concepts, practical applications, and future directions. So, let's get started and see how AI is shaping the future of pharmaceutical data review. Let's talk about the importance of risk assessment in pharmaceutical data review. In our industry, laboratories generate critical GMP data that directly impacts both product quality and patient safety. Ensuring this data is accurate and reliable is absolutely vital. Traditionally, manual review processes have been used, but they can be quite time-consuming and are prone to human error. This is where AI-based risk assessment really comes into play. It allows us to identify anomalies, trends, and potential compliance risks early in the process, which is crucial for maintaining high standards. By integrating AI, we support more data-driven decisions around quality, which helps improve both efficiency and consistency across our review processes. Of course, regulatory agencies now expect us to implement AI in a way that maintains validation, traceability, and data integrity controls. So, incorporating AI into risk assessment not only enhances our ability to catch issues early, but also aligns with regulatory expectations, ultimately safeguarding product quality and patient safety throughout the entire life cycle. Let's take a moment to look at the regulatory framework that guides our work in this area. First, we have the FDA 21 CFR Part 11, which sets the standards for electronic records and signatures, ensuring their integrity and authenticity. Then, there's the EU GMP Annex 11, which focuses on computerized systems within the European regulatory environment, emphasizing data integrity and system validation. We also adhere to ALCOA Plus principles for data integrity, which remind us to make data attributable, legible, contemporaneous, original, accurate, complete, consistent, enduring, and available. These principles are fundamental to maintaining trust in our data. The ICH-Q9 R1 Guideline on Quality Risk Management helps us identify, evaluate, and control risks throughout the product lifecycle, integrating quality into every step. Similarly, the ISBE GAMP5 guide provides a structured approach for computerized system validation, ensuring systems perform reliably and meet regulatory expectations. Lastly, we consider the FDA guidance on artificial intelligence and regulatory decision-making, which is increasingly relevant as AI tools become more integrated into our processes. Now, moving to regulatory expectations. The key points include ensuring data integrity at all times, which is central to compliance and quality. We must adopt a risk-based validation approach to prioritize resources effectively. Human oversight remains critical. Automated systems should support, not replace, expert judgment. Regular review of audit trails helps us verify that data modifications are appropriate and traceable. And finally, maintaining system security and traceability safeguards the integrity and confidentiality of our data, supporting overall compliance and trust in our systems. Understanding AI-based risk assessment is crucial as we look at how technology is transforming quality management in the pharmaceutical industry. So, let's break down what this really means. First, AI-based risk assessment involves using machine learning and advanced analytics. These tools help us identify, evaluate, and prioritize risks related to quality and compliance within our data review processes. When we talk about AI capabilities, several key functions come into play. Pattern recognition allows us to spot recurring issues or signals that might indicate a problem. Trend analysis helps us monitor how data evolves over time, giving us insights into potential risks before they become critical. Anomaly detection is about catching unusual patterns that could signal errors or deviations from standards. Predictive analytics is especially powerful, It enables us to forecast future risks based on historical data. Risk scoring, then, assigns a quantifiable value to each risk, helping us prioritize our responses. Automated data classification streamlines the process by sorting data into relevant categories efficiently. The main objective of all this is to improve our proactive quality oversight. We want to catch issues earlier, before they impact product quality or compliance. And of course, this approach helps us maintain good manufacturing practice standards, which are essential for patient safety and regulatory compliance. So, in essence, AI-based risk assessment is about leveraging cutting-edge technology to make our quality management smarter, faster, and more effective. Now, let's explore some of the key applications in manufacturing and quality that help ensure excellence throughout the process. First, batch record review is critical for verifying that each production batch meets all specifications and standards. Environmental monitoring analysis is also essential, as it helps us track the cleanliness and control of the manufacturing environment. Moving on, process deviation prediction is an exciting area. By analyzing data proactively, we can anticipate and prevent deviations before they occur. CAPA effectiveness monitoring allows us to evaluate how well our corrective and preventive actions are working, closing the loop on quality improvements. In the realm of pharmaceutical data review, these applications become even more vital. Analytical laboratory applications include chromatography data review, which ensures the purity and quality of compounds, and spectral data interpretation, helping us understand complex data sets more effectively. Stability trend monitoring is another key aspect, as it helps us ensure the product remains effective over its shelf life. Detecting out of specification, or OOS, results is crucial for identifying any issues that could impact product quality. Audit trail anomaly identification allows us to spot unusual activity or potential tampering in data records, maintaining integrity. Lastly, laboratory deviation trending gives us a comprehensive view of recurring issues, enabling continuous improvement. All these applications come together to form a robust framework for maintaining high quality in pharmaceutical manufacturing, supporting our overall goal of delivering safe and effective products. When we talk about GMP expectations, one of the core principles is that AI outputs must be scientifically justified and properly documented. This means that every result or recommendation generated by AI should be backed up by solid scientific reasoning, and we should have clear records to support that. It ensures transparency and accountability in our processes. Moving on to AI contributions, we see several key benefits. Firstly, AI enables faster detection of potential risks, allowing us to respond more quickly and effectively. It also provides continuous monitoring capability, which is critical for maintaining quality over time. AI helps us achieve enhanced consistency in evaluations, reducing variability and improving reliability. Additionally, it offers improved predictive insights, helping us anticipate issues before they arise. All of these benefits tie into applying quality risk management principles. When we do risk assessments, we focus on several essential elements. Risk identification, where we recognize what could go wrong. Risk analysis, to understand the likelihood and impact. Risk evaluation, to prioritize these risks. Risk control, to implement measures that mitigate them. Risk communication, ensuring everyone is informed. And finally, risk review, to reassess and refine our strategies over time. Connecting all of this to the overall theme, integrating AI within a structured risk management framework helps us uphold GMP standards while leveraging technology to enhance safety, quality, and efficiency. It's about working smarter, not just harder, and maintaining the integrity of our processes through scientific rigor and thorough documentation. When we talk about ensuring trustworthy pharmaceutical data, there are several crucial requirements for AI systems that we need to keep in mind. First, secure audit trails are essential. They help us track every change or access to the data, ensuring transparency and accountability. Metadata retention is equally important, as it preserves the context and details of the data, making it easier to verify and validate later on. Controlled access rights are vital too, because we need to make sure only authorized personnel can view or modify sensitive information. Electronic signature compliance is another key aspect, ensuring that digital signatures meet regulatory standards and authenticate the integrity of data. Plus, robust data backup and recovery controls are necessary so that we can protect data against loss and restore it quickly if needed. Now, all these elements tie into the ALCOA Plus principles, which form the foundation of trustworthy data. Being attributable means every data point can be traced back to its source. Legible indicates that data must be clear and readable. Contemporaneous means recording data at the time of the event, avoiding retrospective entries. Original data is the initial record, not a copy or a later interpretation. Accurate data reflects the true information, and complete data includes all necessary details. Consistency ensures data remains reliable over time, while enduring means it's preserved in a way that it can be referenced long-term. Finally, available data must be accessible when needed for review or audits. By integrating these requirements and principles, we build a solid framework that guarantees the integrity and trustworthiness of pharmaceutical data, which is fundamental to maintaining compliance, safety, and quality across the industry. Now, let's talk about the ongoing requirements for AI model validation. It's essential to understand that validation isn't a one-time event. It requires periodic review and revalidation to ensure continued effectiveness and compliance. This ongoing process is supported by solid validation evidence, which includes user requirement specifications, or URS, as well as validation protocols and reports that document the procedures and outcomes. Accuracy and reliability testing play a critical role here, because we need to consistently verify that the AI performs as intended. Traceability documentation is also vital, as it provides a clear record of all validation activities, and change control records help us manage any modifications over time. Moving on to specific validation requirements, defining the intended use of the AI model is fundamental. Knowing exactly what the model is supposed to do guides the entire validation process. Conducting risk assessments helps us identify potential issues and prioritize validation efforts. Supplier qualification ensures that the components and data sources meet our standards, and executing IQ, OQ, and PQ, installation, operational, and performance qualification, are key steps in verifying that the system is installed correctly, operates as expected, and performs reliably under real-world conditions. Model verification confirms that the AI's outputs are consistent with its design, and performance monitoring allows us to continually assess its effectiveness over time. All these activities connect back to our overall goal, ensuring that AI models are validated thoroughly and maintained properly, so they remain trustworthy, accurate, and aligned with regulatory standards throughout their life cycle. Now, let's talk about human oversight and accountability. It's essential to understand that regulatory expectations emphasize that AI tools are there to assist, not replace, qualified reviewers. So, while AI can help flag issues or suggest insights, the final quality decisions must always have human approval. This ensures that we maintain oversight and accountability in our processes. It's also crucial that personnel understand the limitations of AI. Relying blindly on AI without knowing its boundaries can lead to mistakes. That's why standard operating procedures, or SOPs, must clearly define reviewer responsibilities when it comes to AI-generated outputs. In terms of oversight activities, humans need to review AI-generated risk alerts carefully. They should verify the analytical conclusions drawn by the AI, making sure everything makes sense. If there are any critical deviations or anomalies, it's our responsibility to escalate those issues promptly. And finally, all final quality decisions should be approved by a human, ensuring that oversight remains central to our quality management system. This approach helps us integrate AI effectively while upholding the highest standards of quality and compliance. Let's now look at how we can protect GMP data and AI platforms effectively. First, implementing role-based user access is crucial. It ensures that only authorized personnel can view or modify sensitive data, reducing the risk of accidental or malicious changes. Multi-factor authentication adds an extra layer of security by requiring users to verify their identity through multiple methods, making unauthorized access much more difficult. Network security controls are also vital. They help safeguard our data as it travels across networks, preventing interception or intrusion. Encrypting sensitive data ensures that even if data is accessed without permission, it remains unreadable and secure. Patch management is another key control. By regularly updating our systems, we close vulnerabilities that cyber attackers could exploit. And vulnerability monitoring allows us to identify and address potential weaknesses before they can be exploited. Now, from a regulatory perspective, there are serious concerns we need to keep in mind. Unauthorized data modification can compromise the integrity of GMP records, which is critical for compliance and quality assurance. Loss of data traceability can hinder our ability to track the history and origin of data, which could lead to compliance violations. Lastly, cybersecurity threats, such as ransomware or hacking attempts, pose significant risks to GMP records, potentially disrupting operations or compromising patient safety. All these controls and considerations highlight the importance of a comprehensive security approach, ensuring our GMP data and AI platforms remain secure, compliant, and trustworthy. Now, let's turn our attention to some effective mitigation strategies that can help us address the challenges of AI-based risk assessment. First, we have explainable AI approaches, which are crucial because they help us understand how AI models make decisions, increasing transparency and trust. Next is strong data governance, ensuring that the data we use is accurate, consistent, and secure. This is fundamental for reliable AI performance. Cross-functional oversight is also key. Involving diverse teams from different areas of the organization helps us catch potential issues early and ensures alignment with business goals. Additionally, conducting periodic effectiveness reviews allows us to continuously monitor and improve our AI systems, keeping them aligned with evolving risks and standards. Now, despite these strategies, there are still notable challenges. One major issue is the limited explainability of many AI algorithms, especially complex models, which can make it hard to fully understand their decisions. Poor quality training datasets pose another problem, as biased or incomplete data can lead to inaccurate or unfair outcomes. Integration with legacy systems can be tricky, often requiring significant effort to ensure compatibility. We also face the risk of model bias, which can inadvertently reinforce unfair practices or systemic issues. Regulatory uncertainty for adaptive AI adds another layer of complexity, as evolving rules can make compliance difficult. Lastly, resource-intensive validation activities demand significant time and effort, which can hinder timely deployment and updates. All of these points tie back to our overall goal: implementing AI responsibly and effectively while managing the inherent risks. By understanding both our mitigation strategies and the challenges we face, we're better positioned to leverage AI's power safely and ethically. Let's take a closer look at the governance principles that are essential for managing AI systems effectively. First, QA oversight is crucial to ensure quality assurance throughout the lifecycle. It helps us catch issues early and maintain high standards. Defined approval workflows are also key. They establish clear steps for approving changes or updates, ensuring accountability and consistency. Inspection readiness means we're always prepared for audits or reviews, which supports transparency and trust. Continuous compliance monitoring is about keeping an ongoing eye on how the AI system performs against regulatory and internal standards, so issues are caught before they escalate. Documentation and procedural controls form the backbone of good governance. Making sure every process is well documented and controlled helps us maintain consistency and traceability. Now, looking at specific SOP areas, operating the AI system requires clear procedures to ensure safety and reliability. Data review procedures are vital to maintain data quality and integrity. Exception management helps us handle unexpected situations or errors promptly and effectively. Audit trail review allows us to track all activities and decisions, which is critical for transparency. Access management ensures that only authorized individuals can make changes or access sensitive data, reinforcing security. Incident handling procedures prepare us to respond swiftly to any incidents, minimizing impact. Model retraining controls are necessary to update and improve the AI models responsibly, avoiding drift or degradation. Lastly, change management procedures help us handle modifications systematically, reducing risks and maintaining stability. All these principles tie together into a comprehensive governance framework that supports responsible and compliant AI deployment, aligning with our overall goal of trustworthy AI systems. Now, let's talk about the key success factors that really make a difference in AI implementation. First, having a strong quality culture is essential. This means everyone in the organization is committed to high standards and continuous improvement. A focus on data integrity is equally important. Accurate and reliable data form the foundation for trustworthy AI. We also need a continuous monitoring approach, so we can keep track of how our AI models perform over time and catch issues early. When it comes to best practices for implementation, I recommend starting with low-risk AI applications. This helps build confidence and allows us to learn without significant consequences. Using validated and representative datasets ensures our models are fair and effective. Maintaining comprehensive documentation is crucial for transparency and future reference. Including QA and IT teams during implementation helps identify potential technical issues early on. Regular model performance reviews are vital. They help us understand if our models are still accurate and relevant. Establishing AI governance committees creates a structured oversight, aligning AI initiatives with organizational goals. Finally, training personnel on AI limitations and controls ensures everyone understands how to use AI responsibly and effectively. All of these factors connect to our overall goal: deploying AI that is reliable, ethical, and adds real value to the organization. As we look to the future, emerging technologies are set to transform how we approach quality management and regulation. One exciting development is predictive quality analytics, which will enable us to forecast potential issues before they occur, allowing for proactive decision-making. Alongside this, real-time risk monitoring systems will give us immediate insights into operational risks, helping us respond swiftly and effectively. We'll also see the rise of AI-integrated digital laboratories, creating smarter, more efficient environments for research and testing. Automated deviation investigations will streamline the process of identifying and resolving quality issues, saving time and reducing human error. Explainable AI platforms will become increasingly important, providing transparency and understanding of AI decisions, which is crucial for trust and regulatory compliance. On the regulatory side, we expect expanded guidance on AI governance, offering clearer frameworks for responsible AI use. Overall, these innovations point toward a future where data-driven quality systems become more prevalent, seamlessly integrating with existing platforms like LIMS and MES. There will be a stronger emphasis on AI transparency and ethics to ensure technology serves both business needs and regulatory standards. This evolution aligns perfectly with our ongoing commitment to advancing quality and compliance in an increasingly digital world. AI plays a crucial role in enhancing pharmaceutical data review by enabling proactive risk identification, which helps catch potential issues early before they become bigger problems. When we talk about GMP compliance, it's essential that any AI systems used are validated, traceable, and controlled to ensure they meet strict regulatory standards. Human oversight is still mandatory, especially when it comes to critical quality decisions, because human judgment remains vital in maintaining safety and efficacy. Data integrity and cybersecurity are also key. They're fundamental compliance requirements that protect the integrity of the data and prevent malicious threats. Lastly, Adopting AI in GMP environments should be supported by a risk-based governance approach. This helps ensure that AI is used safely and effectively, aligning with overall quality and regulatory expectations. To sum up, integrating AI thoughtfully with proper controls and oversight can really support the overall goal of delivering safe, high-quality pharmaceutical products. For further support, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're here to help with any questions or additional information you might need. You can contact us through the contact details provided. Remember, our goal is to ensure you feel confident and well supported as you implement these concepts. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. We truly appreciate your engagement and look forward to working with you.